At 3:47 in the morning on a Tuesday, a 67-year-old man named Robert collapsed in his bathroom. His wife found him about 20 minutes later, confused and struggling to speak. The doctors said it was a stroke. But here's what they didn't tell her. Robert's stroke didn't actually happen at 3:47. It began the moment he opened his eyes every morning for the past 5 years and made the same deadly mistake that 73% of people over 65 make without even realizing it. What if I told you that mistake and 4 others just like it are silently stealing years from your life right now? And what if I told you that reversing them takes exactly 4 minutes and 37 seconds each morning, costs you nothing, and could literally add decades to your life? Stay with me because in the next few minutes I'm going to show you exactly what Robert's wife wished she had known. I'm going to reveal the 5 hidden morning killers that are aging you faster than time itself, and more importantly, the ancient Shaolin technique that can reverse decades of damage starting tomorrow morning. But first, let me ask you something. When you woke up this morning, did you feel energized and ready to conquer the day? Or did you feel stiff, foggy, maybe a little dizzy when you stood up? If it's the latter, your body is sending you a warning signal, and ignoring it could be the biggest mistake of your life. You see, most people think aging is inevitable. They accept that getting older means getting weaker, sicker, more fragile. But what if that's the biggest lie ever told? What if the difference between those who thrive at 80 and those who barely survive at 65 comes down to what happens in the first 5 minutes after they open their eyes? Here's what's really happening inside your body every single morning and why it's so dangerous. Right now, as you're watching this, your body is performing millions of repair processes. Your liver is detoxifying, your muscles are rebuilding, your brain is consolidating memories. But there's a critical window, a vulnerability that occurs the moment you wake up. And if you don't address it properly, you're literally programming your body to age faster. Let me tell you about the first killer. It's happening right now, even as healthy as you might feel. While you sleep, your body loses nearly 2 pounds of water through your breath and skin. You wake up dehydrated, but your brain doesn't register thirst the same way when you're older. So your blood becomes thick, like honey trying to flow through narrow pipes. Your heart struggles, your brain gets less oxygen, and your risk of stroke increases by 400% in those first 2 hours after waking. But here's what the hospitals don't want you to know. It's completely preventable with one simple act. Before you reach for that cup of coffee, before you check your phone, before you even get out of bed, drink 1 glass of room temperature water with 1/4 of a lemon squeezed into it. Not cold water, which shocks your system. Not hot water, which your body has to cool down. Room temperature, so your blood vessels can open naturally. The lemon provides potassium to restart your heart's natural rhythm and vitamin C to awaken your immune system. This single act, practiced by Shaolin monks for over 1,500 years, can reduce your stroke risk by 31% and, improve your energy levels within minutes. But that's just the beginning. The second killer is what I call frozen circulation. After 8 hours of lying still, your blood has literally settled in your lower extremities. Your circulation is sluggish, your brain is oxygen-starved, and your balance system is offline. This is why so many falls happen first thing in the morning. Your body simply isn't ready to move. Most people jump out of bed and force their way into the day, but this violent awakening shocks your cardiovascular system. Instead, while you're still in bed, plant your feet flat on the floor. Take 3 deep breaths, filling your lungs completely. Raise your arms above your head as you breathe in, lower them as you breathe out. Roll your shoulders 5 times backward, 5 times forward. Gently rotate your neck. Then stand slowly and do 10 heel raises. These movements, which take less than 60 seconds, reset your entire circulatory system. They signal to your brain that it's time to wake up gradually, not violently. Studies show this simple routine can improve balance by 45% and reduce morning dizziness by 78%. But even with hydration and circulation restored, there's a silent assassin attacking your strength. It's called muscle cannibalism, and it's happening to you right now. In the first hour after waking, your body is in a fasted state. If you don't give it protein, It begins eating your own muscle tissue for energy. Day after day, year after year, you're literally consuming yourself from the inside out. This is why so many older adults become frail, why they fall, why they lose their independence. But it's completely reversible. Within 30 minutes of waking, consume clean protein. It doesn't have to be a full meal. A small protein shake, 2 boiled eggs, Greek yogurt with a scoop of protein powder, just enough to tell your body, we're not starving, stop eating the muscle. Research from Harvard shows that this single habit can preserve up to 60% more muscle mass over 5 years. That's the difference between climbing stairs at 75 and, needing a stair lift. Now here's where most people make their fourth critical error. They try to move stiff joints without preparing them. Imagine trying to bend a frozen rubber band. That's what your joints are like after a night of stillness. The synovial fluid that lubricates them has thickened. Moving without preparation causes grinding, inflammation, and permanent damage. But in just 90 seconds you can reverse 8 hours of stiffness. Sit on the edge of your bed. Rotate your ankles 10 times in each direction. Gently circle your knees. Stand up, hold on to something stable, and twist your torso left and right. Lean side to side. These aren't exercises, they're invitations for your joints to remember how to move. This is called joint activation, and honestly, it's the secret to maintaining mobility well into your 90s. People who do this every day have 73% fewer joint problems, and get this, they maintain independence 15 years longer than those who don't. But even if you perfect the first 4 steps, there's one final killer that could undo everything: mental fog. Your brain, just like your body, needs awakening. If you start your day scattered, anxious, or confused, no amount of physical health will save you from cognitive decline. Here's the ancient technique that builds what neuroscientists call cognitive reserve. Before the chaos of the day begins, just sit quietly for 60 seconds. Close your eyes and remember yesterday in reverse order. What did you eat for dinner? Who did you talk to in the afternoon? What was the weather like when you woke up, and what emotions did you feel? This backward recall exercise forces your brain to work in ways it normally doesn't. It strengthens neural pathways, improves memory formation, and builds resilience against age-related cognitive decline. Studies show people who practice this daily maintain mental sharpness 20 years longer than those who don't. So there you have it. 5 minutes, 5 steps, 5 potential lifesavers. Hydration to protect your heart, movement to restore circulation, protein to preserve muscle, mobility to maintain joints, mental clarity to strengthen your mind. But here's what I need you to understand. These aren't just morning routines. They're acts of rebellion against everything society tells you about aging. The world wants you to believe that getting older means getting weaker, that your best days are behind you, that decline is inevitable. That's a lie. Every morning you have a choice. You can stumble out of bed, reach for your phone, gulp down coffee, and rush into another day of slow deterioration. Or you can wake up like a warrior, honoring your body, respecting your mind, and commanding your day with intention. You can spend the next 10 years just watching your strength slip away, your balance falter, your memory fade. Or you can invest just 5 minutes each morning and honestly, gain 30 more years of vitality, clarity, and independence. The choice is yours, but you have to make it tomorrow morning. Not next week, not when you feel motivated, not when it's convenient. Tomorrow morning, when your eyes open and the world is still quiet, you decide whether you're going to age or whether you're going to thrive. Remember, you don't have to be perfect, just start with one step. Let it become your foundation, then you build. Your morning is sacred, your body is sacred, your remaining years are sacred. Treat them that way. 5 minutes, 5 steps, a lifetime of difference. The only question is, what will you choose?